In the U.S. state of Tennessee, teachers are now able to have a firearm on them while teaching. What are your thoughts about this? Class chambers round, shut up. Teens are going to steal the teachers' guns. I think that allowing a profession that is consistently in high-stress situations with low pay and surrounded by children to carry firearms will lead to some tragic consequences. And we will have to hear people dance around their point that dead children are a small price to pay for the freedom to carry guns in public. Again, teachers apparently can't be trusted to choose books and aren't given enough money for school supplies, but they are supposed to carry on their own dime. Jesus, what has this country become? It's virtually guaranteed that, eventually, a child will be shot as a result of this policy. The good guy with a gun bullshit just doesn't pan out. No decent teacher who is a responsible gun owner thinks having a loaded weapon anywhere near 25 kids while teaching is a good idea. I'm willing to bet a kid or another teacher will be shot by any gun-toting teacher long before a school shooter is shot. Famous words. What could possibly go wrong? Genuinely one of the most unhinged, insane things I've ever seen. Stupid. This is going to end up getting kids killed. Take books out of the library and put guns in the classroom. This is conservatives' America. It should help during union contract negotiations. I think the same thing preventing a bad actor from bringing a firearm to school remains. Nothing. This allows law-abiding citizens and possibly idiots to bring a firearm to school. I do not expect we will have issues from the law-abiding citizens who maintain positive control of their firearm. The idiots, however. Uvalda. More specifically, more guns doesn't seem to be helping, so this just adds yet more complications and risks. Or, is there anything in that law about firearm retention and/or storage? Training? Mental health? Bottom line, it will be an insignificant gesture to increase classroom safety. On the other hand, it will provide a golden opportunity for political eunuchs to weaponize their arguments and lob accusations at each other. The only way to resolve America's gun issues will require honest patriots on both sides of the question to negotiate and arrive at compromises that may be uncomfortable, but acceptable to both sides. Like it or not, this is how Americans have always settled their differences. It's clumsy, slow, and inefficient, but the alternative is to empower a tyrant to make our decisions for us. This will result in more needless deaths than lives saved. On them or secured in the room. What training do they have to have and maintain? I'm all for secured guns in a classroom, but not sure about just being carried. Too easy for students to overpower and take it. This is going to result in more dead children, not fewer. Anyone who thinks otherwise has clearly never been in a public school classroom and should have their gun taken away for the good of society. Using guns to shoot at targets is completely different than training to shoot a human being in a high-stress situation. Giving someone a gun doesn't mean they know how to use it, or when, or are any good at aiming. I know someone who works in a prison and is required to carry a gun for their job. They are certified every year for each type of firearm in the building: pistol, rifle, carbine, shotgun. This is just allowing a random citizen with who knows what kind of training, if any, to carry their personal, loaded firearm into a building full of children. Someone will get hurt. Not if, but when. How to de-escalate gun violence in schools. More guns. Seems reasonable. Know what's really good at shooting fewer people? Fewer guns. This starts with gun control legislation that I'm not convinced will ever come to pass in the US. Some lawmakers have gone crazy. Students will assault teachers to get the guns. Teachers will misplace the guns. Teachers will accidentally discharge the guns. So, in case of there being a kid with a gun, what is the teacher supposed to do? Shoot at a kid? If guns really made schools safer, then Uvalde would have more alive kids in it right now. They surrounded the place in cops and guns and still did nothing to help the victims inside. Ah yes, the classic solution to the state's problem with mass shootings. Add more guns into the mix. Can't see anything going wrong there.